Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been mapping out this huge digital marketing landscape.
Yeah, covering a lot of ground. SEO, social media.
Exactly, all these channels that help businesses connect and grow. But today, we're really zooming in.
Yeah.
We're looking at something that's, been around forever, but is somehow more powerful than ever. Email marketing.
That's it, exactly. And our mission, is to unpack why. Why is email, which feels almost old school to some, actually thriving in 2025?
Right.
We'll dig into the latest insights from 2024, 2025, maybe add a little historical context too,
It's okay.
to really show how it keeps delivering these, measurable, impactful results.
So if you're ready to get smart about a real cornerstone of digital communication, do hit that like button for us.
Yeah, definitely helps.
Leave us a comment with your thoughts, questions maybe. And subscribe, of course, for more deep dives like this one. Your engagement really fuels these conversations. Okay, so let's start with that kind of paradox. Email tech is decades old. Why is it still seen as this, unbeaten tool in 2025? It almost feels counterintuitive.
It does, yeah. But the numbers, the data, they tell a really compelling story. Email's dominance now, it isn't just about sticking around. It's about sheer effectiveness.
More than social media or paid search.
In many ways, yes. Arguably more impactful. And what's really fascinating is how it's content. You've got over half, 51% of consumers actually saying they prefer email to brand updates.
Wow, reassuring.
And flip that coin. 95% of marketers say their email strategy works and meets their business goals. Think of it like surgical precision in marketing.
Mm.
You can target folks with an accuracy other platforms just can't quite match, and the cost,
Yeah.
exceptionally low for the results you get.
So this resilience, this power, what does it mean for you listening? If you're step based on what these numbers are telling you about your audience.
Absolutely. Which brings us right to understanding that audience, segmenting them, and personalizing the message.
Right.
Because consumers today, they expect it. 71% expect personalized communication. And get this, 76% get actively frustrated when brands don't personalize.
That's a high bar.
It is, and marketers know it. About half, 51%, say segmenting their email list is the most effective path to personalization.
Okay, segmentation is key. But what about just putting their name in the subject line? Does that work?
It's nuanced. So 65% of marketers have tried personalized subject lines, but sometimes they can actually lead to slightly lower open rates, maybe by 7%.
Really?
Some people just see it as gimmicky, maybe a bit intrusive. Real personalization, the effective kind, goes deeper.
How so?
Well, 78% of marketers use personalization for relevance. 66% use basic demographics. The real power, and what over half of enterprise marketers are aiming for, is personalizing based on past actions.
Like what they bought before.
Exactly, or what pages they visited on your site. Referencing those past interactions, that's what builds trust. That keeps people engaged long term.
That makes sense. It feels more like a relationship, less like a broadcast. So, okay, if that audience understanding is so crucial, how do you build and maintain a good email list without, knowing people are breaking rules?
Yeah, building that quality list is absolutely fundamental. First step, identify your ideal customers.
Know who you're talking to.
Precisely. Read detailed work. Think about that lawn care example. A B2B property manager needs different info at different timing than a B2C homeowner. Their needs, their lifestyles are totally different. Second, and this is critical, compile a quality email list. And that means never, ever purchase email lists.
Never.
Never. Most email platforms won't even let you send to them. And you'll just get tons of unsubscribes and spam complaints because those people never asked to hear from you.
So how do you get emails then?
Organically. Through genuine opt-ins. Newsletter signups on your website. Maybe offer a discount for new subscribers. Collect emails at events. Through social media. Focus on quality. People who want your emails, not just a massive list size.
Quality over quantity, got it.
Third, keep your lists up to date. Regularly verify addresses. Clean out inactive subscribers, people who aren't opening your emails.
Makes sense.
And, super important, use double opt-ins.
Explain that again.
Sure, someone signs up, then they get an email asking them to click a link to confirm they really want to subscribe.
Ah, okay, like a confirmation step.
Exactly. It proves they're genuinely interested, cuts down spam complaints massively, and builds a much higher quality, more engaged list from the get-go. And finally, adhere to regulations. CAN spam in the US, CASL in Canada, GDPR in Europe. Know the rules where you and your subscribers are. It's not negotiable.
Okay, that's a solid foundation. Now, let's shift gears a bit. AI, it's everywhere, reshaping everything. How is artificial intelligence impacting email marketing specifically in 2025? What are marketers actually doing with it?
Oh, AI is definitely moving beyond the buzzword stage in email now. It's becoming a real game changer. The adoption's quick, and the results are pretty significant.
Like what?
Well, for instance, 36% of marketers are planning to use AI just to help craft personalized newsletters.
Okay, content creation.
Yeah, and the top 3 areas overall, email retargeting, that's number 1 at 55%. Then content and message personalization at 53%, and subject line optimization at 44%.
So really focused on relevance and engagement.
Exactly, scaling that personalization effectively. And get this, over half, 51% believe AI-supported email marketing is more effective than traditional methods.
More effective.
That's what they're saying. And the numbers seem to back it up. Marketers using AI for personalization, they're reporting over a 40% jump in email revenue
40%.
and a click-through rate of 13.44%, which is quite high. Some data even suggests AI-generated emails get higher CTRs than ones written entirely from scratch. Overall, something like 41% of marketers using AI have seen revenue increase.
Not magic, but close. And what about automation? That kind of goes hand in hand. How's that changing things, making campaigns more efficient?
Absolutely. Automation is huge for efficiency and effectiveness. The latest stats for 2024 show nearly half, 48% of marketers plan to improve email automation.
What are they automating?
All sorts of things. Multi-step local series for contacts, that's 47%. Promotional sales-focused campaigns, 46%. Transactional sales. the strategy, and it really boosts ROI by keeping engagement high with relevant, timely messages. Plus, the analytics you get from automation tools, they feed right back into refining future campaigns.
Okay, AI and automation are clearly powerful tools. But let's get back to basics for a second. For someone actually sitting down to write an email campaign, what are the practical, hands-on best practices? How do you make an email truly compelling?
Right. Strategy meets execution. First, you absolutely need to outline clear goals. Use that SMART framework.
Specific, measurable.
Achievable, relevant, time-bound. Yeah, so not just saying emails, but increase open rates by 15% this quarter. That's a SMART goal. Next, focus messaging. Each email needs one core purpose. Don't overload people. Keep it concise. Answer. What's the offer? Why is it good? How do I get it? And don't forget basics, like your website link.
Simple and clear.
Then, craft a great subject line. We touched on this, keep it short. Under 70 characters, ideally. Make it specific. Maybe create some urgency with words like invitation or now. But crucially, never mislead people. And always, always, A/B test.
Test different subject lines.
Absolutely. See what actually works for your audience. And just as vital, a strong call to action, the CTA.
What you want them to do.
Exactly. Make it obvious, clear, concise, easy to spot. Order now and save 20%. Reserve your seat today. Something compelling.
Right.
Then focus on engagement. Don't just sell. Point people to useful content, blog posts, maybe social media. Offer value within the email. Let your brand's voice shine through. Provide some unique insight.
Build that relationship.
And speaking of voice, watch your language. Write in the second person. Feels more personal. Use action words, maybe urgent language like limited time, today only, last chance. Carefully, of course, to nudge people towards responding.
And visuals. We mentioned image CTRs earlier.
Yeah, compelling visuals are key. High quality on-brand images that look good, make sure you have the rights to use them. And critically, optimize them. Compress them so they load fast, especially on mobile.
Where do people get images?
Options are hiring designers, photographers, DIY if you've got the skills, or using stock image services. Just make sure they fit your message and brand. And finally, test all campaign elements.
Not just the subject line.
Nope. Test the email body copy, test the CTA button color or text, test the layout, and crucially, test for responsive design. Absolutely sure it looks good, works correctly on phones, tablets, desktops.
That meticulous crafting sounds so vital, especially with everyone checking email and their phones constantly.
Exactly. Mobile optimization is an option. Think about it. 5 out of 10 smartphone users prefer getting business communication via email. And marketers are responding. 56% worldwide to really focus on mobile-friendly email design in 2025. Have to meet people where they are.
Okay, so email is powerful, data-rich, increasingly smart with AI. But it can't be all smooth sailing. What are the common challenges? What hurdles do marketers face? And how do they get over them?
That's a fair question. No tool is perfect. One big one is spam filters. That perception that marketing email is just a junk.
Yeah.
Well, it's usually not random. It often comes down to poorly researched lists of silly, uninterested, or just low-quality spammy sending messages.
So back to list quality and good.
Exactly. Send the right message to the right person. If you're listening. Also, be careful with certain trigger words or too much punctuation. Those can flag things.
Okay.
Inbox competition and customer disengagement. People's inboxes are just flooded. Constantly have to unread. And like we said, send too many emails or irrelevant stuff. Tune out or unsubscribe fast.
Lose.
Do. Then there's design inconsistencies, cross devices. Making email look great on an iPhone, an Android tablet, big desktop monitor, and in different email programs like Outlook. It's tricky.
No.
If it looks broken or weird on their device, people just delete it instantly. Responsive design is crucial but challenging.
And one more.
A subtle one. Over-designing with HTML. Because you can make emails look like fancy web pages, sometimes marketers go overboard. They end up looking too much like a hard sales pitch.
Which can backfire.
Yeah, especially in B2B, where it's more about building a relationship over time. Sometimes simpler, more text-focused emails can feel more personal and build more trust in those contexts.
Interesting. So again, it really boils down to knowing your audience, respecting their inbox, and focusing on relevance and quality to overcome these hurdles.
That's the core of it.
Yeah.
You know, we've covered a lot today. We've seen how email, far from being outdated, is this really dynamic, data-driven super effective channel.
Yeah.
Gives you incredible ROI, lets you personalize like nothing else, and it's getting smarter with AI and automation. Its real power, I think, is that directness, that ability to build real relationships.
It really does paint a picture of email as indispensable, doesn't it? It's about precision, relevance, genuine connection. So for you listening, mastering this channel, it could unlock some serious growth, whether you're building a brand, launching something new, or just trying to communicate better.
So maybe here's a final thought to chew on. In this world where social media platforms change